Hello, welcome everyone to the Halfling Wizard Productions Twitch channel. I'm your eccentric dungeon master, Dan Sebastian, and here are all my entrapped heroes. Say hi, entrapped heroes.
Hi, Entrapped
Hi, Entrapped
Heroes.
Heroes.
Lisa is gone, but we will start with a little bit of intros. Tell us a little bit about yourselves and who y'all will be playing tonight. Starting with Finn.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Taryn. I play Cuddlesworth. Cuddlesworth is a big barbarian that likes to hug things really hard, and if they don't hug him back, he throws them at the wall. That's about all you need to know about him.
Okay, here.
Puppy. Crystal.
Hi.
everybody. I am Crystal. I am a she-her. I am going to be playing the legal department, who's also a she-her. And what's the legal department's deal? She doesn't like music or fun, but she does like tasers.
All right. Finn.
Hi, I'm Finn. My pronouns are they, them. Tonight I'll be playing Mr. Gentleman, who's a halfling cartoon. His pronouns are he, him. He doesn't have a pinky, and he likes going to the Pink Pony Club.
Connor.
There we go. Sorry, mouse was on the wrong window. How dare I? Hi, I'm Connor. I use he, him pronouns. I'm playing Dee, or Deliciously Nutty Delight, as his full legal name. Also he, him pronouns. Tonight he is an artillerist artificer of the Foodian race / ancestry, which I prefer to use. Dee really likes fire. From like a primordial kind of standpoint, very philosophical about it. The idea of it being like the beginning and the end of all things in all known universes, and he really gets deep into that as he throws fire at people repeatedly. I would say a thing that Dee does not like. Dee does not like washing his hands. He does it, but he does not like it.
Gross. Good save.
Nice lore
That's
drop
kind
right
of
there.
sad for a foodie.
Yeah, he does it. It's important, but what you gonna do, right?
Yeah, juxtaposition.
All right. Lisa.
I love it. I guess the question. Okay, I'm Lisa. I play Smoke on the Water, Tabaxi Ranger. I'm guessing since I missed the question was something you like and don't like. What?
Huh? No.
What was the question?
The question I was giving everybody was just kind of give a little intro to your character again because it's been a minute. I didn't ask any
Okay.
questions.
Okay, I was judging from what everyone was saying.
No, they were just going with it. They were doing a bit.
Okay, I'm not part of the bit. Okay.
No, you can't say what Smoke likes and doesn't like, though.
Smoke is all about justice and those who can't speak for themselves speaking for them, and she has a major want to be hero complex. Want to be being the key word.
Okay. Let's see. And so, before we get started, would you guys like to do a little bit of a recap of what happened last session? I know it's been a good while, but
I know there was a Hall of Mirrors, and we
There
all
certainly
got
was.
sucked into one.
Yep.
well, it was more
We
of
did get-
voluntarily stepped into it one by
Yeah.
one, by one.
I did not voluntarily. It was because the room was closing in and I was about to die.
Well, it was more so a person was going to come and chop you up and
Yeah.
make some kitty soup.
Ergo, I was about to die.
Yes. So That was fair. So now I've kind of gone over this room, but I will kind of give it a little bit of a reintroduction as well as we set the mood. So you find yourselves in a large, round, made with satin sheets of black and velvet checkerboard in the middle of this room. There's tables, collections of miniature model towns littered all around the room, going from farms, some what seems like some floating kind of like setup towns, bridges, and then one that you notice very specifically is the giant tree that, of course, sits in the center of the Blink and a Figmont. Everything is carved very intricately. They're all a good bit of them are on a platform on the foot of the bed, with pieces slowly coming together, moving on their own. Also, you see the large oval mirror that, once having dancing colors through the glass, has dulled a little bit. You also see, come on, Ludo, a short sword with an emerald encrusted hilt sitting against the wall, a teacup resting on its own pedestal, and a silver rapier on a almost like a set of drawers. What would y'all like to
this is
do?
ominous.
No people, no other beings in the room.
There are no other beings, but there is, you notice, a large curtain over to the right, near DD, with like a transparent, like dark blue curtain, and you do see some shadows moving every now and then, but there's not very much noise.
Mr. Gentleman's going to go over and investigate the teacup.
So it is make an intelligence insight check.
An insight check.
Mm-hmm.
An 11.
An 11.
Mm-hmm.
You seem to think that it's just a really nicely made porcelain teacup. It's got like
Does it
gold.
match the pattern on my pinky?
It's close. The gold filigrees match just very slightly, just like the wispiness of it, of your little white and blue porcelain pinky.
Is there anything inside the teacup? Is it full?
Nope.
No?
It's empty.
What's the deal with the shadows and the curtain? I would like to find out more about that.
Okay.
And could I assist the legal department with that by either providing like over-the-shoulder covering support / moral support? Because I was also going to check that out.
So you, how would you like to do this? Would you like to pull the curtain open, or like I said before, though, you don't hear anything.
What do you mean by shadows? Do you mean like figure shaped shadows? Do you mean like moving shadows? What do you mean?
You can
What
make a
does she
perception
see?
check.
Perceive.
I'm going to look at the short sword without touching it, without touching anything, but I'm going to go inspect it.
You see that there's 3 different shadows kind of dancing around, but 2 of them are kind of bigger than the other one. The other one seems a little tinier. As for that sword, you're looking at the short sword.
Yes.
You see that it looks like a regular, like silver sword. It's a very nice short sword.
Steal
Would you like to?
Could I pop a
I will
look
steal.
underneath the bed? I think looking
GG.
with yeah, under the main bed. I think looking with the legal department
What's the matter?
at these shadows, it kind of gets a little creep up Dee Dee's non-existent neck. And I'd just like to ease down and then poke up if there's like a bedspread that's down to the ground. But I'd like to look underneath the bed.
So you do, as you get closer to this bed, you notice that it is kind of almost like floating. It's not full on the ground. But as you like look down, you do smell that like the bed has kind of a musty smell. Like it has not been laundered for some time.
Got it. Okay. I'll stand back up, being mostly satisfied. Yes, I will stand back
You
up,
do
being mostly
notice
satisfied.
too, as you stand back up, you do notice that like small waves of ripples chaotically ripple over the satin sheets.
Like a air current kind of ripple, or like an invisible someone like sitting on it kind of ripple.
More of there's something underneath it ripple. But not like a person, but like something like kind of moving around almost, like making tiny little waves.
Okay. I will, as softly as I can, raise a hand and then point at the ripples, and then get ready to take the sheet off. Like once I have everyone's attention, I want to like getting okay from everyone else of like, okay, I'm gonna do this. Do we want to do this and see?
I'm gonna mage hand,
Ooh,
and
that's
I'm
awesome.
gonna like hover the mage hand right over the moving thing.
Which moving thing? The curtain or
The
the sheets? Okay. So you want to remove the sheets?
No, I don't want to remove the sheets because Dee Dee's removing the sheets. But the mage
Okay.
hand is like ready to grab the thing. when the
Okay.
sheet- Yeah.
Okay. Dee Dee's going to grab onto the edge and just yank it straight on. I guess towards him would be the easiest way.
So yanking it reveals that almost as like the undersheet, like the sheet that you just tossed off was almost like the comforter. The undersheet of this bed are what you can only imagine as like, that scene from Nightmare on Elm Street where Freddy
Yes.
Krueger's face is coming out of the wall.
Yes.
Just imagine that, but just like a ton, but slowly coming out of this sheet that's there. It's basically like a comforter, but of what you can only imagine as like agonizing souls.
And that was on the layer of
That was
blankie
underneath.
under the comforter. Okay.
That was
Dee
underneath.
Dee
Yeah.
lets go of the comforter and backs up and goes, "Ah!" And I guess draws out dagger.
Whenever you pull out the dagger, you almost feel like the sheets like kind of are trying to pull towards you. Like wanting that.
Okay. Then Dee Dee shall slowly put the dagger back in its sheath on his hip and back up more. I guess going into this corner closer to the table and the curtain, kind of feeling very boxed in right now, and look around for guidance or assistance or direction from anyone else less freaked out by this.
You moving backwards, you can see like more like frowns on some of the faces as the sheet like slows in its waves in response to you. Lisa, what are you doing anything with that sword? Oh, Lisa, you muted.
I said I'm not going to touch it, but I'm looking at it really closely because I like it. But it doesn't belong to me, so
That's fair. It's like I said before, it's a very nice looking sword. It's got that emerald cross, encrusted hilt. And then there's the rapier that's just sitting by itself as well.
I'll look at that too. I'm all about the
That
weapons.
one, that one, instead of having encrusted, it has like a cat's eye gem in the hilt.
Ooh.
And then it has
Ooh.
9 little spots going down like the guard.
Mm-hmm.
And
9
they're
lives.
like tiny little. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I'm just I want to touch it, but I don't want to touch it.
That is fair.
Can I
Also,
wake
I'm
up
not
my?
on the.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just gonna say I'm not on the map. I don't know how to get myself on the map.
Oh, here, I'll tell you over there. Yeah. Let's see. There you go. Wow. You see it?
Yes, I have no control over
Okay.
it though.
Here, I'll fix it.
Okay.
I know how to do this. There we go. Get in here. Represents. Okay.
There we
There we
go.
go. Perfect.
Thank you.
No problem. You do see Olive is like, so are we gonna spend all night trying to see which booby trap we're going to set off first, or do we just not touch any of these things? Because
Or
that
we
freaks
could
me
all
out. That freaks me out. I don't even know what the fuck that is. Points at the shadows dancing.
I mean, we could always just touch all of them all at once
At the-
and just
at the same
see what
time?
happens. Yeah. Why not?
Okay.
Oh,
Who's
surely
got what?
that can't be a truly horrendous idea. Didi, fix your face.
I don't have a face, Mr. Gentleman. Not me. Nothing to fix here. Was there something detailed about this harp / lyre / instrument in the upper right corner?
It let me see. It looks like a brass lyre.
Okay. Does it look functional with strings and such?
It does look functional with strings.
Okay. And then the other big detail in here were the smaller models of different like cities and villages and like structures and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Are they
Good.
painted or not?
Let me see. No, they're just carved intricately.
Oh.
And
Like in a
they're also
hobbyist sort of way or in like a creepy obsessive sort of way?
they're magic. Some of the stuff is magically coming together. As you guys are talking, you see some more like little bits, kind of like if you remember like the Game of Thrones intros, but very slow and like forming into each other. And then like once it does, like the details are slowly like formed onto there. Like you see like almost like an island kind of slowly starting to get put together, or the not remnants, but like the beginnings of an island slowly starting to get put together.
Can I see if my Eldritch patron knows anything about any of this weird shit?
Okay, yeah. So Gauze, you see him blink back into existence right next to you. He's like, where the hell are we? Are we
I
dead?
was going to ask you that.
Well, he like looks around for a second. Something doesn't feel right about this place.
That's very astute of you. Yes.
It feels like not the like we're in the wrong. Well, no, it does kind of feel like we're in the wrong neighborhood kind of feel. But I don't think I've ever been on this plane.
Have you heard of it?
What?
Have you heard of it?
I think. Well, we'd have to go outside or something to really see what it is. I can't really. I'm not really a paint the room kind of guy. This doesn't look good though. As he looks at the slowly forming kind of buildings and stuff like that. And he says, "This kind of almost looks like Doesn't this look like Rockshore? As he's looking at the beginnings of the town that's being put together, you knowing Rockshore is the place that you grew up and was born at. And then he looks over and he says, "Holy shit! Is this a bed sheet made out of souls?"
It looks like it, doesn't it? I don't know if we want to touch it. What about these? And Legal is going to point out the like dancy shadows in the curtain to him, and like,
that seems more like it's a trick of the light kind of thing. Either that or it's some sort of containment thing. I don't know.
the mage hand is going to volleyball serve him into the curtain.
Oh fuck! It just hits it. The curtain falls off to everybody else. It just looks like a puff of air hits it. They fall off, and you see three very distinct shadows in this. It's a wall of force. You see a very tiny, almost it looks like a girl, and then you do see these kind of big lumped thing, and then you see this thing that has two giant hooks for hands, and they're just kind of very much idling around, just moving around.
Does it seem like they noticed the curtain falling down?
They don't.
Okay. Is Gaz still there?
Yes, he rolls back up. He's like, why the fuck did you do that? What if
I didn't do anything.
I don't know, what if they are some sort of pact eating things or some shit like that? I don't know how things work over here. I might be at the bottom of the totem pole over here.
I think you are, dear.
Well, at least I'm looking better than those suckers. As he looks over at the sheets of people, he's like, I can almost hear them.
Is there anything weird about the curtain? Is the curtain just like a curtain?
Curtain's just a curtain.
Not made of souls.
No, that's not made out of souls.
Okay. Can I investigate the souls sheet?
Yes. Make a perception check.
Why? How come I have to investigate with a perception check?
Oh, right. Make it intelligence. I'm sorry.
Ah.
Investigation. There we go. You can see that this is some sort of force field that's very thinly made into like 1,000 sheet or 1,000 thread sheet, but not threads, but it's like 1,000 souls. And if you were more of the like demonic kind, you would have very sleep-filled dreams wrapped around up in this. But other than that, it almost seems like it's very thinly weaved that you could actually attack it with like physical things and break it.
Is it a flat sheet or a fitted sheet?
It's a flat sheet.
Okay. Is there a matching fitted sheet also made of souls?
No.
Oh. Are the pillowcases made of souls?
Nope. They're like 2,000 ply. No, 2,000 ply, 2,000 thread. The sheet, though, the original one that was on top of everything, looks like it was probably worth like 100 gold.
Ooh, fancy.
Smoke is gonna touch the sword. She can't stand it anymore. The rapier.
The rapier.
Yep.
Okay, you grab onto the rapier, nothing happens. You do feel like a hum that, like, if you were to focus on it, you could potentially attune to it. But other than that, it feels good in your hands in the sense of like that it is a strong magical weapon. But yes, now you have the 9 live stealer in your hands.
I do not condone stealing, but this sword is calling me.
Lady Smoke, it looks like it was made just for you.
I know, right? Is the mirror
Can you
still
grab
there?
one? Yeah, the mirror's still there. It's just sitting there, kind of just chilling against the wall. Olive sees you do that, and she's like, "Wait, we were all supposed to grab onto things." And she grabs onto the other sword, and she's like, "Ah, I don't like that," and she just throws the sword on the ground. She's like, she looks it over at you, and she's like, "Did yours do a weird thing too?"
It hummed.
It hummed too.
I think it is magical. But it feels good in my hand.
Did you like recognize the song?
No.
Yeah, I didn't like that one. I do not like songs being hummed to me. Wait, did you guys not hear that?
I didn't hear anything.
I will focus on this. I will sit down and meditate and focus on the sword and see what I see or hear.
Okay.
Yeah? Yeah.
She looks over and she's like, "Dee, come and grab this sword."
Okay. I mean, all right. She's already moved the sword, correct?
Yeah, she picked it up, held it for a few seconds, and just like, and just dropped it on the ground.
Okay. Yeah, Dee is very unnerved by this entire environment, but is very terrified to look weak and or what he would perceive as uncool in front of Olive Embers. And so he will go up and goes, "Fear not, Lady Embers, I will assist you in this matter," and reach out with his right hand, because his left hand still has his shield, so his right hand will go down, these little mycelia fingers grabbing on to the hilt of this sword. And he'll keep his eyes open and just stare intently as his hand reaches and grasps the hilt of the sword.
As you pick it up, you begin to hear, and it keeps on going. It's just a humming little melody that just.
Okay. I might have this song incorrect, Dan, so forgive me. But Dee Dee will like keep staring at this and slowly lift the sword up and put like his palm and fingers under the blade and hold it, kind of balance it in his hands, and go, I, I was not born of normal ways, but this makes me want to go crying to my mother. Is this the song that you heard, Lady Embers?
Does it sound like elevator music?
It sounded like kind of a catchy, like, I don't want to call it a bridge, but almost like a repetitive chorus that feels like it should be a lot more impressive than what it is, but it's now officially stuck in my head. So yes, would you like this mighty fine blade for yourself?
No, I don't want to touch it. Don't like elevators. Don't trust them.
All right. Then I guess I'll just it's a short sword, correct?
It's a short sword.
Is this going to be my second melee weapon that I don't have proficiency in? It is! All right. Yeah, Dee Dee will hold on to it and go like, now I'm not entirely sure what exactly I can do with this, but I'm happy to, I guess, carry it until we can find someone who does know how to use a blade as fine as this. I'll squint my eyes at it a bit and see if this is like, I'm familiar with the concept of like magical items that require attunement and stuff. Is this something that would require attunement to unlock further secrets?
This one does not. Seems like it requires attunement.
Exciting. It's just a humming short sword.
It is magical.
Okay. All right.
Do you have identify?
I might actually. I should. I feel like that's a good tactical thing that I should have. I do, and I have it prepped, and it's a ritual, and I have ritual casting.
Whoa!
I know. Whoa. Look at me thinking ahead or something. Yeah, I will. I'll eyeball this thing for the next bit if somebody else wants to take the narrative hot seat, and I will ritually cast some identify on this bad boy and see what it does.
Does the Souls sheet do anything about people picking up swords? Does the Souls sheet look interested in the swords?
It looks like it's trying to like thin itself out, coming like towards anything pointed.
I'm gonna take out. I have 2 daggers. I'm gonna give one of them to the mage hand and have the mage hand just kind of like cautiously like move closer to the sheet.
You can see that like the sheet is like pushing itself so high to try to get towards that dagger. This point, Gauze is like, I think it wants. Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious. You being a multi-collegiate graduate, I think it wants you to cut it.
I don't think our goals are aligned, me and the Soul Sheet. I don't think I'm going to do what it wants.
You think they want to be here? This seems like a kind of demented, crazy house. For one, we went through a clown place. It seems like anything that's wanting to get out of here is probably a good thing.
I'm gonna have the mage hand give me the dagger back, and then I'm gonna have the mage hand pick up the sheet by the corner.
Okay.
Pinky out.
Pinky out.
Mr. Gentleman seeing the mage hand pinky out just kind of gives a nod of approval. Like, yes, my teachings are going far and wide. Yes, I approve.
Does anything blow up?
Nothing blows up.
Okay.
The sheet, though, is like still trying to like pull itself tight as it is like now suspended in the air. It's still trying to be like, yeah.
I'm gonna fold it up into a neat little square.
Okay.
And then put it in the bag of holding.
Okay. What about the one that's worth like 100 gold pieces? You can do that too.
I mean, does anybody want me to do that? I can do that if anybody wants this. Is anybody in the market for a down comforter?
It
I
might
do
be
say
a
that
useful
does
item
appear
to
to-
have.
It does also appear to be quite extravagant and expensive. Perhaps we could sell it to procure investments in other ways?
Meanwhile, we are going to cut to this other room. We see. Oh! I'm moving everything. Ignore me.
Goodness gracious, does it feel as if the room is moving beneath our very feet?
Are these haunted floors actually stretching?
Think I got it? Okay. Meanwhile, we cut to a very extravagant banquet hall. As waiters begin to start coming through, a nearby table is strewn with platters of cakes, pies, fruits, smoked meats. 8 people dressed in fine aristocrat attire sit with their plates full. They are middle of saying race. They look over at Snugglesworth. They say, "Dear old chap, would you like to go for another race?"
He is also wearing a suit, but it's really, really, really small. So his belly hangs out the bottom of his suit, and he's got a really small top hat on. And he kind of leans forward in the chair as it makes a big creak and says, "Well, of course."
Marvelous. We will beat you yet, I promise you. So, go ahead and make a. What would Snugglesworth consider that to eat? What check would that be for him?
To eat?
To eat.
A bunch of food, probably like constitution of some sort.
Yeah, we're gonna make a Constitution save.
Okay. That's a dirty 20.
Okay, you are just start shoveling all this food in your mouth, and they are also just going at it like ravenous animals. And they're just like tearing off turkey, just eating it. Some just whole first. They're just throwing mashed potatoes in, just anything what they could do just to get as much food in their mouth as possible. Some of them, it almost seems like they cannot eat as fast as people are bringing platters. But you manage to finish platters before people get there. You're even. Would you say you're grabbing some of the other people's food?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yes, dear chap. Of course, you may have plenty. There's more to go around. As somebody else, he's like, "Give me that, Reginald." And he like takes one of the legs out of the guy's hand, and he starts eating it as well. And he's like, "This cherry pie is sublime. It's so good. They have blood pudding too." As they just keep on eating and eating. Go ahead and make another Constitution save.
That one is a total of 14.
Okay. You succeed as well. I know it's tough to break away, but is there anything else? What Snuggles worth thinking right now?
Mostly about how he is still hungry even though he's eating all this food, and how he needs to find a bigger suit that can get his gut hidden next time.
One of the guys, one of them looks over to you. He says, "What do you do for your what do you do for vacation, old chap?" As one of them's eating. Do you like to? Do you have a yacht or two? Perhaps tie them together. Do you have a yacht of perchance goats?
No, do you?
Yes, I've heard of one chap who he tied a bunch of goats together and they floated.
That's,
It was
how
a
does
goat
that-
yacht.
how does that work? Don't
Well, goats don't sing.
Interesting. Why are you asking about a goat yacht? I'm confused.
I know. We were just making small talk. As one of them would just keep on eating. As you're talking to him, you do notice a flash. Like, make a perception check.
Okay. Total of 6.
So, as you are eating, you do notice one of the guys over to your left. Like the plates are coming out to him less and less fast. But then, as you start looking back, you just see a flash, and there's an empty chair. There's 7 people now. And the guy that you were talking to looks at you and he's like, "Oh, looks like there's winners and losers, but we should have some more compatriots here soon." And as he says that, he's like, "Oh, here comes one now." And you see a guy, and he's very much tinier frame than anybody else sitting at this table. And he's like, "Oh, how do you do? Is this where we are having the contest?" And he's like, "Oh, yes, sit down. We're about to begin another round." And he's like, "Okay." He sits down. He's like, "Are you a bear?"
That's putting it simply, yeah, bear.
Okay.
Do you just walk around and ask people what they are regularly?
Fucking got me. And one of them just slaps him in the face. He's like, "How dare you, sir? This man is the number 1 contender at this table. 62 sittings in a row." He's like, I'm sorry. Forgive me. Where are we?" And he's like, "We're eating." And he just puts some potatoes in his mouth, and he takes a gulp out of them, and then you just see him being like, "Oh, okay, we're eating." And he starts eating more and more of this food. So we will return to this eating frenzy as we cut back to the bedroom. What else are you guys doing in here?
Has 11 minutes passed?
11 minutes have passed.
Okay, then my ritual identify will have worked without using a spell slot, as I look upon this humming short sword in my hands.
So you see that this is. I'm gonna share this to you.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Boom.
It hath shown up.
Like magic.
Oh. Aw. Ooh, okay. Yeah, Dee Dee has stared at this blade unblinking and then realizes that his eyes are like crusted with salt and just blinks through this saltiness and okay, well, I this short sword right here, yeah, it hums a very soothing, or some would potentially say inspiring melody to whoever owns it. However, it does do some pretty wicked awesome like thunderous damage when you successfully like, you know, strike at your foe. And I think that's pretty cool. And while I don't necessarily use short swords, this is still something that I think is a very fun thing that we should probably hold on to. I'll look around. Did it come with like a scabbard or anything?
It did not.
Okay. I'm going to, with my bandolier, it's like kind of like a belty type thing full of pockety stuff. I'll adjust where the belt goes and I'll put it across on my back. So that way it's like sticking out hilt first over my right hand side, which is my non-shield arm. And then does that count as it humming still?
You hear this slight hum.
Okay. Yeah, just like volume turned down, I guess. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to look at this blade?
Sure. If somebody wants to, guide me around, I guess, for maybe like another, I don't know, say about 10, 11-ish minutes, I'd be happy to. And I will take the blade from Lady Smoke on the Water, and I will eyeball this blade as well. And so I will do that and check in with you guys in a bit.
You see Olive Embers. She takes out the bedding of the bed, and she's like, "Okay, well, I guess we take this mirror with us too. I don't want our exit to be going." Lays the mirror onto the bedding, ties it up, and just like makes like a strap on her back. The last thing I want is like us showing back up and the mirror's gone or something, Classic horror movie 101.
Are we even certain that we can get back through that mirror? Or is it more of a one-way type of portal?
I don't know how this works.
Well,
How many times have you gone through a mirror? If I go through a house in one door and everything's crazy in this house, I want to make sure I know where that door is.
It's very valid. I don't discount you. I was simply asking to see if we might lighten a load or something. Doesn't matter. Can I take a look at the sculptures if we're hanging around for Dee Dee a little bit longer?
The sculptures?
Like the little,
yes.
Yeah.
You see that these make a history check.
Okay. 14.
14. Of course, you recognize Figmont. Mm-hmm. You do recognize there's a few bridges that like were up north from the Equilibrio cantons. Mm-hmm. But in terms of like, there's one that's kind of just like floating there. You do kind of recognize it from like one of the stories, but there used to be floating cities. But aside from that, you don't remember what they were called. It was so long ago. It was almost like kind of like fairy tales. But not so much in a like happy ever after. It was more of a like bad shit happened at these places.
like this is where the villains would be in a fairy tale kind of thing?
More
Like
of like a it's not so much fairy tale as just like it almost sounds like a this is why we can't have nice things kind of thing of
like
like
that's the shadowy part of the Pride Lands over there kind of thing.
kind of yeah like a people get good and it gets smart and it seems like they do shady shit and then shit starts falling apart kind of thing because you do remember that you've never seen one of these floating cities but you have heard of the city to the south, or not the city to the south, but I guess I would say the destroyed just like carcass of this city to the south, way south. That was called Hope's End. And that was part of one of the stories.
And I don't recall anything about like the story of Hope's End.
No, you don't remember. You just knew that it was bad shit.
It was a fuck around, find out kind of place.
Fuck around, find out kind of place. Olive does notice after that curtain went down with the dancing shadows, she points out, she's like, what do you think that lever does? She points at this lever that's just like sitting right next to the kind of dancing shadows.
Well, it appears ominous. Would you like to touch it since you brought it up?
I kind of am done with this room. Like, those look, I don't know. Honestly, being on the fence between those weird shadows and the sheet of almost silently screeching souls, I was okay with us picking the sheets because I don't like that. That being said, I'm like on my last straw in terms of the weird shit that's in this room. I don't know if it was that humming elevator music or what, but I kind of want to get out of here.
Well, but see,
I don't even want to touch that. Pointing at the brass wire.
Now that you mention the lever, it is all I can think about, and I feel as if we must pull it. I am.
How about we pull it as I open this door?
Hyper fixating upon it.
That's fair.
How about maybe we should wait until DD is back to himself?
Okay, yeah.
Perhaps, yes. And then we all just stare blankly at Dee in 0.5 camera zoom until he comes back to the land of the perceptive.
His eyes are rolled back in his head.
It's kind of weird, isn't it?
It's really weird.
I wonder how he does that.
Don't know. Are you gonna take that teacup?
Oh well, I didn't feel quite comfortable just taking something out of a strange room. It's not very gentlemanly like. But now that you mention it, and I feel like you're neither a good influence nor a bad influence upon my morals and ethics, I will be taking it, yes. Why? Would you like it instead?
Nope, don't want it.
Oh, fantastic. Yes, I will take the teacup. It does match my newly acquired pinky anyway.
Good. I was gonna pawn it if you weren't gonna take it.
Oh, well, it could be a souvenir from our adventures together.
Yeah.
Do you not quite care for any type of sentimental souvenirs?
Not particularly. More of a kind of get done with what I'm doing and scorch the earth and just kind of go to the next place.
Now, do you scorch the earth because you also eat the fires, or is it purely in a metaphoric type of sense?
You know, kind of like a Phoenix Rising kind of thing.
Hmm.
Kind of like the first idea. But if you mean figuratively or literally, I think it's better that we just wait and see.
Yeah.
But you guys don't bother me yet, so
Oh, fantastic.
you might not.
Well, and perhaps if you find any reason to stick around, there may always be a place for you at Mr. Gentleman's School of whatever the fuck I called it before.
Isn't that like kind of like a pyramid scheme or something like that?
Oh no, you don't buy into it. No, you simply I teach you manners, morals, ethics, how to be a gentleman.
Wait, you don't pay money, but how do you have it working? How do you operate?
How indeed. There is a tuition to be paid, to be certain, yes.
Up front?
Ideally, yes. But I'm sure you and I could work out some sort of payment plan.
If there's like a free weekend or something, maybe I'll give it a try.
I am looking into doing workshop weekends every once in a while. Sort of an open house, if you will.
Hey, Legal, how's that sheets going? Are they making any noise or anything like that?
Are they making any noise? Not the, are they?
You don't hear it. Do you pull the bag up to your head?
Legal checks.
You can vaguely hear, almost like if you were in like an auditorium and somebody was whispering to you. You can't tell what they're saying though, but you do hear like tiny little whispers.
No, everything's fine.
Okay. So everything's fine here. Smoke, you over there? Have you started hearing anything? Okay. So about this. Oh, she's gone.
The humming
That's
blade
spooky.
took her out.
Ludo. At this point, DD is done identifying. Hey. Quit. Because move all the carpet around. Yeah, it wasn't me. That's okay. Well.
Yay! But I will hold this information until Smoke is present and available for eyeballing.
I will identify it to you then.
Ah, cool. Thank you. I wanna know. Roll 20. Don't give me an error like that. That's rude. Let's see here. Let's live react to this. Ooh. Oh. Oh no. Wow.
What does
Okay.
that mean?
Well, I'm afraid.
Dee Dee gathers this information, eyes reform one at a time, like kind of like sticky gecko eyes, just let back focusing. That one kind of recorrects itself. It goes, this 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 blade now, okay, philosophically speaking, I feel like any weapon in the hands of a true professional can really be dangerous. There's just something that, like, let's say that if life was like a game, if you will, there's something about this that feels very extra dangerous. But I'm gonna hold off on this information because I don't actually know morally if I can share it with you all at this time, and that will be my narrative reason for not sharing this because, like, damn, Dan, that's hella cool. But damn. Anyway, what's going on? What are we doing?
I kind of am debating going through this door or pulling that lever, but I
That
really
lever
feel
over
like
there, and Dee Dee
this
will point
gentleman's
and use the telekinetic feat to attempt to pull the lever.
Oh
No!
no.
pulling the lever. You see this
As that
waterfall.
happens, Legal is gonna like sprint back behind the bed.
You do see as this is going on, you see Olive Embers is like, fuck no! She's like, we don't have enough room in here, just in case. And she's like ready, pulling out her guns, finger guns, and pushes against the door and kind of falls through it. And it spills over into this very extravagant looking ballroom.
Ooh, fun.
As this happens, she looks over and sees all these people eating and with Cuddlesworth at the head, all dressed up in tuxedo suits. She's like, what the fuck? And then the wall force like snaps like tight and then just breaks, and you see a little girl, a giant rust monster, and a hook whore just all staring at you guys. The little girl looks over at you guys and then looks over at the monsters, and she immediately screams. The hook whore starts coming towards you guys, and we're gonna need to roll initiative.
Yay! I'm helping.
God damn it, Dee Dee.
Hey, I only have a certain amount of time left on my one free turret, okay? And for clarity's sake, is this child screaming at us or about the monsters?
About the monsters.
Okay, cool. It's an important distinction to make.
Does
No
that
area
initiative
of
include
effects.
me?
It does, but you're gonna need a breakaway. You're gonna need to make a roll while this is going on.
All right.
As we can say though, top of the order, as Olive breaks through and says, "What the fuck?" Make a what would it be? Let me see. Make a wisdom saving throw.
$19.
As you Let's see. Let's see. As you hear a familiar voice say, "What the fuck?" You immediately realize that you are not as hungry as you were a second ago. But in that place of hunger, it kind of feels like you've like your head is like tightened a little bit, like something in you got wound up, and so you no longer feel the need to eat as much as these people here. Let's see. The way this is, these are connected. Well, if you will just zoom it out just a little bit. Let's see. Okay, hold on. I'll message him on. Well, honestly, I think it would be fine. We'll just move our guys into there once we can. But you're at the head of the table, so if you can see it on your screen, you're right here. I wonder what happened to Lisa.
Her computer froze. She's restarting it.
Oh, okay. I figured. I was like, for a second there, I thought she was asleep, and I was like, no, that's no way.
No, she
and then
messaged the group chat.
Okay. All right. So we'll get these guys out here. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Pull that one. Nope, he didn't come out. Pull that one. He came out. And then if any of these will come out. Are they showing up and I just can't see them? Nope.
Do you guys want to hear fun bird facts?
Yes, please.
Birds aren't real.
That is the most important fact of them all.
That's valid, actually.
Yeah.
What the hell? There we go.
Oh, look at that. Photographic evidence. Right there, courtesy of Crystal. Yeah.
Oh, Crystal, sorry, I didn't see it. What was it? That's not a real bird. That one's wearing a hat. Birds can't wear hats.
That's biologically sound.
It's also scientifically proven. I'm sorry, Crystal. I'm
Sorry,
so sorry.
not sorry. Look, I can even put the child out there.
Child?
A child. It's the child. And now let's roll for initiative.
To playing a monk. I'm looking at that rust monster going, first victim. And I went, no, dummy. No, not this time.
Oh, gotta clear this. Because there's a chainsaw magician out here. Okay. So, add turn. Then... all of Embers is gonna roll initiative. Shit. That sucked. Finally got her little NPC sheet. Okay. Gotta pull up this child stat block. I guess we can move to this one. I like the name of this song because it's called Awkward Meeting. Oh no. Oh. We're dropping like flies.
Now
Which one of us is going to be next?
I almost for the bit just want to leave just because it's funny.
I bring out one Hokor and one Rust Monster, and everybody goes crazy.
What's that meme about, like, closing the laptop for self-care?
Yes.
Slams computer screen down. Yes. Just while we wait, everybody else can roll initiative. We could just add it to the order.
I do not have a character sheet in Roll20, but mine is a 16 because my Roll20 didn't work with my subclass thingy and I kept trying, so I just gave up.
Oh, okay.
And I used to have an extension for getting Dean to be on to Roll20, but I just switched PCs, so I have to reinstall that, and I don't remember what it's called, and I'm currently trying to find it.
What's your initiative?
15.
15. Alright. And then I'm gonna make the monsters. And okay. Okay. Coming in hot with the 2. Hello. Lisa, to catch you up, the lever was pulled. That was pretty much it. The lever pulled, monsters.
Let me guess. Somebody pulled the lever.
Nobody saw who pulled the lever. It was an invisible telekinetic version of Mage Hand. Also, your sword is very scary.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
But use it, because
Scary?
it's good. Scary for your enemies, but not for you.
The thing is, she's not attuned to it yet.
Okay.
But I will now give you. Well, do you want to tell her what it does?
Yeah, I can tells you. I can tells you real goods. So as all this happens and Dee Dee notices. Oh wait, I don't have it no more. I don't know where it went.
Oh right.
That's fine. Dee Dee will across the bed to Smoke. I guess in this preemptive whatever, toss the rapier back over and say, that sword, once you like connect with it, it'll oh, thank you, Dan. Yeah, it's like super strong and powerful. But it also has a number of like abilities, like charges, if you were, that if you, I don't know, maybe like hit you know, someone with maybe less than 100 hit points, and you rolled like a 20 on that attack roll, and then it would cause them to make a Constitution saving throw, and then if they fail that throw, they'll just be killed instantly. So yeah, it's a little what I would call fucked up, but you know, have fun with that, I guess, in the future.
Am I assuming I have to attune to it?
You do have to attune to it, yes.
Which is an attunement thing, but it's super cool.
Sweet.
That being said, if you'll roll initiative.
Well, I will when as soon as my pages load.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Everything is really slow.
Yeah.
So if you want to skip me this round, I'll jump in next round.
Okay, let's see. You're probably gonna get in a round before. We can just say you held your action because the monsters got last.
Okay.
So we'll start at the top of the order with Mr. Gentleman.
Oh god, I forgot that I rolled a nat 20. Shit. Okay. What do I want to do? Oh god, my beans. Okay. So does the child look like she's a friend or a not friend?
She just looks like a child as she's screaming. It's like, what is that? Ah!
That child's gonna like wreck our shit in a
That
few
thing's
seconds.
got hooks for hands! But he's a bird! And then you see the horn just screeching with its hook arms.
Are any of the monsters like brandishing to come and kill us?
Yes, the hook horror looks like it's gonna start coming at you guys. The rust monster, being as I would imagine a rust monster would do, it's just like slowly trying to smell out some metal. But then also looks at the little girl screaming and thinks, there's metal and blood.
Oh god. Terrifying. Okay. Well, I'm terrified. I think Mr. Gentleman is gonna just very calmly and quietly take out the boom gun that he definitely stole. And aim it towards the hooky boy.
Okay.
And roll a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Hell yeah! And then target must succeed on a DC 12 strength saving throw or be pushed back 10 feet.
Okay.
And gets 13 damage.
He's rolling. He fails because he gets another nat. Not one this time, but wait. Yeah, it still fails. So he gets pushed 10 feet.
Correct. Backwards.
And how much damage? 13.
13.
Okay.
Mr. Gentleman's gonna look down at the boom gun and go, "Oh, this is what it's like to have a ranged weapon. Oh, this is wonderful. I enjoy this greatly." And then I yield my time to the next caster.
Okay. Let's see, number 2, Dee.
Yay, that's me. Give me one moment. That is basically the same thing, except with no thing. So that's fun. Okay, cool. Well, seeing Mr. Gentleman do one of the coolest things DB has ever seen in his life, and just boomsticking
The bar is so low.
the hook horror out of the way. Wow. Edie is going to kind of double down on that, and as a bonus action, I'm going to trigger my cannon, which is still in Force Ballista mode, and I'm going to make a ranged spell attack against. How'd you end up down there? Don't be silly. The hook horror again. Did it go? It didn't. Come on. Hey, I know. It's really hard being you. Roll 20. You got this. Do you like that? Does that make you happy? It does not. Oh, there it goes. There they go. Wow, that's a lot of 18s.
It's a lot of 18s.
I do not have advantage though. I don't know why that's like that. Yes, that is an 18 against the hook horror. Does that hit?
That hits.
Yay! Fabulous. And then here's the info on the Force Ballista.
Okay.
So on a hit, it's going to take 2d8 force damage, and if the target is a creature, which it is, be pushed 5 feet away from the cannon, and the cannon
I'm
is
just
on
getting
me still.
pushed
'Cause
against
it's
the wall.
tiny.
Uh,
Because you just might as well double tap, and then come on. Roll 20. Do you want me to reload my character sheet? Would that make you happy? Okay, I'll do that real quick. We've got a second.
yes,
It's
is
thinking
it?
about it.
I'm gonna say too.
Okay.
That 12 damage.
That is 12 force damage.
Okay. I'm gonna say getting pushed twice back to back. I'm going to have it make a dexterity check.
Ooh.
To land on its feet. It like moves its hooks in a clockwise way, and it like almost like using them as wings keeps itself
Aw.
on its feet as it looks
That's
around
cute.
and it says "Caw!" and like is using its using its screeches to see where everybody is.
Ah, cool. As it opens its mouth to caw, I'm also going to hit it with a firebolt for my main action. Or
Okay.
attempt to hit it with a firebolt.
25 hits.
Oh, cool. For 2 fire damage. You
Okay.
idiot firebolt. I think... Is it just the 1? Yes, it's just a 1. Okay, cool. Because I also have Elemental Adept. So if it's resistant to fire damage, it is not for my fire damage. Cool. So yes, I'm going to double tap with that, and off the smoking finger barrel of my firebolt to the girl, I'm going to kind of shift over to her and be like, "Hey, you! Are you like just a kid, or are you like one of them like monster things that looks like a kid?" And I asked you, so you have to say if you're a monster thing.
It looks over to you and says, "Ah, a talking chocolate bar!"
Fair enough. I think she's cool, guys. Child, this way. Clear the line of fire. And then I'm gonna move, gesturing towards this child, and I'm gonna get out of the way, I guess. Yeah. I'm just gonna go back to in line with legal department, and then that's gonna end my turn.
Okay. You just know Snugglesworth.
So, I just saw this person appear from behind, correct?
Yes. But you busted down, looked around the room, saw you all eating. Everybody else stopped eating for a second as she said, "What the fuck?" And then everybody started eating again except for you. But she's there in the doorway. She's like, Snugglesworth, I thought you were gone, but I mean, I guess not. But we went through that carnival, and now we ended up here, and now you're here. But
Are these
pull the lever.
Are these eating people like opposing me just walking away from the table?
No, they're still eating.
Okay, then he's going to turn around and look to the the individuals, be like, right, how do I get back to the scary monsters you were just screaming about?
Through this doorway.
Right, move. And he'll just start rushing through, using bonus action to rage.
Okay.
How to find this stuff? Okay. So where does it put me through when I move through?
So as you move through, it puts you right here.
Okay.
And I can make you big.
Yeah, we're gonna get big.
Oh, I moved everything again. It snapped. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. All right, there you go.
Thank you. So he comes through here. And what's this? What's this thing?
Ah, a giant bear! as you say, what's this thing? As you point at it.
Okay.
It's a little kid.
He will step aside and pick up whatever this thing is and try to throw it.
It is a rust monster. Okay. So you're gonna make a strength check against it.
Yeah, athletics, correct?
Athletics, yeah.
That's a 22 total.
He gets a 16. He fails. This giant beetle chitters around, eyes darting as you pick it up. What are you gonna do with it?
I'm gonna just spin it in a circle and throw it at the hook horror.
Okay. It's spinning around, and then you chunk it. Go ahead and make a range attack.
It's 15 to hit.
That hits. So do 1d10 plus your rage damage.
1d10. So 10 plus 4 plus 2, so 16 total damage.
All right. So the hook ward takes 16. The rust takes half.
And then he will kind of step aside to let people have aim on these two creatures. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Olive Embers is gonna peek in, and she's gonna see all this shit go. You chunking that rust monster. She's gonna say, "Okay, we're kicking it off now." Time for these fuckers to go. She's going to she is going to go to almost do a finger gun, and instead she, with her nails, like she's trying to, like, if you would use a lighter, not a lighter, a matchstick to like strike and hit, but instead she scratches her hand and like cuts her hand, points like a finger gun, and is gonna cast a spell on the hook horror. Let's see, Constitution. It's a Constitution. Let's see, where is it? Got a +2, so 18. Let's see the mod. They had a beat. Where is it? I think they succeeded. Let's see. Save spell save DC. Yeah, I rolled that twice. No, I didn't mean to. If you meet it, you beat it, right? Isn't that them's the rules?
Typically, yeah.
Meets beats.
Okay. Meets beats. So even on a fail, oh no, half as much on a successful one. So it takes. Okay. So it takes 1d8 acid and 1d8 fire. As it shoots, it doesn't fully inject into it, but some blood and acid spills off of it as they try to use this spell called Burning Blood. So that's 5 halves, so that's 3 damage. And that's its turn. Or that's her turn. She's gonna look over at the little girl and she's gonna say, "Get behind me, potentially evil little girl." And this little girl's like, "Is that chocolate bar real?" Just like, yes, we're all real. And now we're gonna go to legal.
Which was the creature that cawed earlier?
The hook horror.
Was that crow?
No.
Is that the language it was cawing in? No. Okay. Oh, too bad. Okay. Well, we're just gonna hit him with the old LDB.
Okay. That hits.
Wait. Oh no, buddy, give me my dice. I need to damage him. Three damages.
3 damage. Okay. He does 3 damage. Anything else?
This concludes my turn.
Okay. Lisa? Did your sheet show up?
I will mute myself. Said yes, I am functioning again. I'm going to move to right here and shoot an arrow at this one. The rust monster, I think.
Uh-huh. The rust monster, the one in the front? Yeah.
Yeah.
24 hits.
Seven damage.
7 damage. Okay.
And that's all I can do.
As you picked this rust monster up, Snugglesworth, you do notice that the tiny little bits of metal that are on your armor are slowly corroding. Just by the air around it. It is going to try to bite at you. It's going to do 5 piercing damage to you.
Does that have already? Or
no, that's not halved.
Okay, so is it rounded up or rounded down? I can never remember.
I think it's rounded down. Oh, keep on trying to move this hook horror, and I keep on moving the map. Let me see. Rounding up. Oh no, it's rounded down.
Okay, so 2. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, resisted damage deals half damage rounded down functionally, while all other half damage is rounded up.
Interesting.
Interesting. This hook core, let me try to zoom in so I can make it bigger, because it needs to be bigger. It is a large creature. So it must feel large as it confusedly looks around and caws again, swinging twice. Are you... the lower of that's going to be 22. I imagine that hits. They're doing 11 piercing damage each.
To whom?
To Snugglesworth.
Yes, 22 hits.
The child is going to just act on 0 and kind of be very overwhelmed by all this stuff and pukes. And that's the child's turn. Olive looks down and sees, and she's like, "Fuck, my shoes!" And she's like, "Sorry, I ate some ice cream before. I don't know what happened. I'm hungry again." Mr. Gentleman.
The child's like, I made room.
Wait for more ice cream.
For more ice cream.
You know, eat the chocolate bar, guy.
Mr. Wood's like,
I'd
no,
like to see you
not
try,
my friend."
little one.
The hook horror question. It is large size. Is it? Okay, here's my think, Dan.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use a nature check to see if I think the hook horror could be wrangled in some way that is akin to poultry or other bird-like creatures that Mr. Gentleman may have experienced in his past?
In the sense of...
In the roundabout sense of Finn had realization as you were talking about the hook horror, like trying to recombobble itself, and mentally attributed it to a pelican that Finn wrangles on the rig.
Not pelican.
Okay, that's fine.
It's
Then I'm
more
gonna
of
shoot.
like a vulture.
Okay. Now, what if Finn has also wrangled vultures? It does not matter. I'm gonna shoot it.
The thing is, this is a tunnel vulture. These guys like being underground.
How do you know regular vultures don't like being underground?
That is where dead bodies are.
Drones can spy on you from below the ground just like they can spy on you in the air.
That's why I pour concrete everywhere.
Yeah. Does a 20 hit?
20 hits.
Okay. I love that for me. Does it take 12 damage and gets pushed back another 10 feet if possible?
It does.
If it does not succeed on a strength saving throw?
Yeah, let's see. This strength saving throw.
It do.
Does the 14 do it?
It do be saving.
18, yeah.
It do be saving.
It do be saving. Okay. Dee Dee, your turn.
Excellent. Okay. Well, I'm tempted to attack the child, but I won't. I'll be nice. For now. Is the rust monster being grappled right now?
No.
No? Okay. All right. I think I'm still gonna focus fire on the hook horror for now. I think that makes the most tactical sense. So, all right, character sheet. Don't just give me a big white bar of nothingness. I am going to, as my action. We'll do my action first. I'm gonna throw another firebolt at. What did that roll? A 25. Nice. At the hook horror.
Mm-hmm.
With another 2 damage. And then I'm going to, as my bonus action, trigger my cannon, and I'm going to once again force ballista. That is only an 11, however.
11 does not hit.
Okay, cool. All right, and then in that case, I think that's all. Actually, because the child has eschewed my attempts to help it. How tall are these tables?
Tables around you?
Yes.
They're about eye level for you because you're shorter
Okay.
than.
Perfect. Okay. That's not worth my time then. I'm going to move over and interpose myself in front of legal department, thinking that I can assist in, providing cover when really I'm just like basically waist high and I'm providing just a tripping hazard. And I think that's going to be my turn for that one.
Okay. Next up, Cuddlesworth.
Okay. I'm going to. This is hard. The rust monster hurts me, but it's what's in my way. I'll just fight over the rust monster. I'm going to pull out my warhammer and take a swing at the hooked horror over the rust monster.
Okay.
Warhammer. And I'm going. Actually, no, I won't do it regularly. I'll swing regularly. It's a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
For 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
How do you want to do this?
I like to imagine that the hook or the rust monster is trying to bite at Cuddlesworth's toes as he pulls out his warhammer and just kind of kicks it off of his toes and swings around above it at the hook horror, slamming it in the face. Nothing too violent this time. He's a changed man.
It slams it. It being right close to the wall, its neck goes and then just snaps again as it just crumples over on the ground. His turkey's basted.
And I believe that's it. That's my turn.
Olive looks at this rust monster and she's like, all right, nothing fancy with this guy. Well, that's the 20. I don't know why I rolled 2. No nat 20. And then I roll a second time. 23. Doing 18 damage altogether. I'm blasting this bug into the ground. It chitters for a second as the first hit hits it, and then the second hit hits it, and it almost like puffs in like almost like not shrapnel, but like metallic dust comes out of it as it puffs its last breath and falls over dead. Olive looks over and she says, "And that's why we don't pull levers unless everybody's okay."
I'm sorry. That's my bad.
It's fine. It's fine. It's just sometimes you never know. Maybe it made the whole room into an elevator. Okay?
No, you're right. That's a good point. I didn't even think about the elevator angle.
Just gotta find our footing. Is everybody okay? I'm hungry. Oh fuck! I forgot this kid was here.
Hey, child, are you like? What were you doing with those monsters over there?
Well, I was with my brother. And we got lost. And then, next thing I know, there's a giant bird with hooks for hands. And that giant bear. And that chocolate bar. So I don't know.
Right. Okay.
Hey, what's that? Starts walking towards the lyre, and Olive Embers is like, "Sit down."
No, let her
we
try
out of
it.
combat?
What do you say, gentlemen?
Are we out of combat?
Yes, we're out of combat.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't a secret, a secret final boss or something trapped in this child.
Mm-mm.
Not yet.
No. Olive's like, you want this child to try the booby trap? Clearly booby trap liar.
Perhaps she is one of the missing children.
Good point.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those.
I don't know if we. How much was the head count? 12?
Maybe?
Yep.
Well, maybe if we find more kids, if we maybe there's more than 12, we get paid extra.
Little.
Oh no.
Others.
Lisa?
Did you see other children here?
No, I saw my. No.
Hello?
You were in the woods. And then I don't know where my brother is.
Did you go to a carnival?
You know, I did hear about a carnival that was coming into town, but we didn't go. We were just walking. We live out in the woods. Well, our whole village does, kind of.
What's your name, child?
My name's Tabitha.
Tabitha.
All right, Tabitha. What's your brother's name?
Gentry.
Gentry, huh? Okay.
He's like this tall. Like,
okay.
Reaches her hand.
Oh, yeah.
I want to roll an insight check on this child.
Okay.
Please. 9.
Seems like just like a regular 11-year-old. Are you? Has anybody tried to eat you before? Looking real close at Didi.
I look, okay, if we're gonna just trauma dump on each other right first thing that we met, yes, they have, and it's horrible every time. It makes me feel like I'm just a piece of meat for someone, and I'm not even meat. I'm me, but not meat. Okay. I don't know. Has anyone ever tried to kidnap you before and shove you in a weird demonic room with a hook horror and a rust monster before?
Didi, too
Yes,
too
Mr.
much. Dial it back. Just a little.
Do you need a hug?
No, not
Goes
from
over
you.
hug.
If you hug me, you're gonna take a bite, and then I'm gonna have to, I don't know, reciprocate or something. And like, I feel weird because you're like 12, and I don't want to
You
threaten
can
to stab
bite
you.
me.
I would no. That seems I am a sworn protector of all the
Just don't
people of
break the
this land.
skin. Okay.
What?
My parents would get mad. They'll think
Yeah.
Gentry hit me.
I feel like your parents would get mad if you ate a sentient creature begging for its life. So
Well, I wouldn't do that. That's weird. I was just asking.
okay.
Nobody is eating anybody today.
I wasn't
Yeah.
gonna eat him.
Roll deception.
Don't do it, Dan. Don't let them bully you. It's not their game this time.
Yeah, it seems believable. As the kid just says, "Oh, I wasn't gonna eat him. I promise. I don't want to get in trouble."
Okay. I guess we're okay for now. But I'm watching you.
Can I play that thing? Like starts walking over to the flyer. All of Ember says, "No." How many times do I have to tell you?
Yeah, why not? I don't see a problem with it.
Nobody's tried it yet. What if the kid's soul gets sucked into it or something?
I mean, that's
One less mouth to feed.
Look, I'm not gonna say that's my plan. But
If we allow a
Perhaps we
child
can-
to try and playing music in my presence, I cannot be held responsible for what I will do.
holy shit. Well, maybe Miss Legal is correct here.
The child is a child until proven otherwise. We must take her with us. And can we get out of here now?
Can I ride the bear? It starts going over to Cuddlesworth.
The bear probably shrinks at this point and still picks up the child and puts it on his shoulders.
Yay! the kid's on the back.
Oh my, we're so untrusting. You know?
This is the best kidnapping ever!
It's alarming that you have a frame of reference for that.
We, for the record, we did not
Points at
kidnap you.
DD.
We are saving you.
But
Don't
you-
tell people we kidnapped you. This is
Well,
not
he said I
true.
got kidnapped. Is that what happened? It points at DD.
Look, look. Scientifically speaking, all signs indicate that this does kind of look like a kidnapping. All right.
Oh dear, don't admit it, Dee.
Well, I didn't do it. I'm not being held liable for this.
Not yet.
Right, but I am here to help. We can find the culprit and then bring them to justice, but might as well not lie to the child. I wouldn't lie to anyone who's in my charge as me leading them to safety. I would very firmly tell the truth always. And this reeks of a kidnapping. And I'm not going to go as far to say like the brother's probably
Dee,
dead.
I think it's in your best interest to stop asserting that you're doing a crime.
Yeah, in my range of reference, This is the best kidnapping ever!
Woo! See?
It's not a Nobody's kidnapping anybody.
Yeah, it's a rescue now.
Well,
We're
not that that
returning you
has
to your parents.
Yeah,
Right.
there's no napping here. We're gonna stay up all night.
Yes, it's a kid waking.
No naps.
No naps.
No
No
naps
naps.
till Brooklyn.
Cuddlesworth takes off his little top hat that's way too small for him and puts it on the kid.
I can't see! I can't see, it's dark! Is this a bag? Is this how kidnappings work?
Yes, it is. Now, please be quiet. You're right next to my ears.
It's not a kidnapping.
All of them are just like, okay, so what was up with those people in there? Eating.
That we were eating.
People.
Is there something wrong with eating? But no, they have some sort of insatiable hunger that they just needed to eat nonstop. I don't know. You coming out and saying whatever it is you said, I can't even remember now, kind of broke me out of my insatiable hunger.
Don't you usually never stop eating?
Oh, yeah, but even that was a lot of food for me.
You seem to have burned off whatever you ate though, whenever you raged.
But yeah, I mean, it takes a lot of calories to grow in size as I do.
Well, what are we doing now?
You're asking me, the bear.
This is more of a general thing.
Oh, right.
Perhaps finding your child's brother and the other missing children, perhaps?
I have no idea what you just said.
Say again?
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my bad. Perhaps finding the brother and the other missing children, but said in a shitty British accent.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good to me. You guys want to find them? The spooky place?
Yeah, I feel like we should probably spread out and not spread out, not split up, but explore. But yeah, I think rescue children should be top of list.
Thank you. Yes. Stop saying kidnapping.
No, I was saying the child was brought here under the pretense of kidnapping, someone else kidnapped child, and we are rescuing the child, therefore undoing the kidnapping.
Exactly.
Is child abduction better? Does that work better for your terminology questions?
That's cool. We're abducting the children back to where they belong.
Please don't say abducting. Don't.
Child abduction! Child abduction!
No. Oh, God.
Is there a different term that we can use? Perhaps a code name for our
We are
not quite child
transporting
abduction?
the child.
Transporting the
that
child.
sounds
I
much
enjoy
better.
that. Yes.
I feel like anything to do with having a child and moving the child sounds not great. But
Well, at least we didn't put the kid in a bag.
it's true. Why would we ever cover the child's face to prevent this seeing where it's going?
Yeah, fair. Okay. Okay.
Does anyone have a bag of holding? I've heard that you can put a child into a bag of holding's liminal space for at least 13 minutes.
Don't they have 26 minutes of oxygen in there? 13 if they were sharing that space with another person.
It's at least 13 minutes. It could
That's
be
true.
more, could be less, but it's at least.
Unless they poke their little head out.
You
and they can
want to
breathe just
put
like a
the
kangaroo.
small child in a bag?
I'm not
I
saying
didn't
we
say
should.
this.
I'm just saying we could.
I'm stepping away from this conversation.
I
I'm going to
think
the
we
weird room
could not.
with the
Legal
food.
is just gonna latch the latch on the satchel. That's all.
So do we go into the weird room where people are eating a lot, or do we go through weird door number 2? Points at the other door.
We could ask the
unexplored
eating
door.
people about the strange sheet.
We go into the room with their eating and ask them about a sheet.
Maybe they want to eat the sheet.
Isn't that fucked up? Isn't there like people in those sheets?
I think if we're going to start talking about what's fucked up in this strange underground realm that looks like Harley Quinn's basement, we're going to talk all day about it. So that's not really a standard for my behavior at this point.
Okay, you got me. Let's see. Through the other door, you said, Lisa? Through the unexplored door, you open it up. Let's see. Where is this? Does this do it? Oh, it does. Let's see. 2 area 5. Let's see. Okay. You open this door, and there is. Oh, shoot. Let's see. Which one is it? Area 5 is here. Okay. Can you guys see that? It's the one to the left.
Yes.
Okay. You see in this area. The floors and ceiling writhe, they pulse, they gurgle, they breathe. A closer inspection reveals the floor is a mass of tentacles. Dominating the center of the room is a tentacled mass sitting between 2 large cages. The villagers within one of the cage scream in terror, while in the other they mumble incoherently their broken shells of their former selves. A mass of tentacles stoops over one of the cages. It has just popped the arm off of one of them and shoved it into one of its own dislocated tentacles into the socket.
Gross.
How does the child feel about this scene?
It's still got the top hat on.
Mhm.
What's that noise?
Something.
In the unmistakable sound of screaming,
Yeah, it's gross.
young Tabitha.
Yeah, it's a real
That's what they
problem.
call calamari, dear.
I just hear a lot of. It sounds like somebody's yelling.
Yeah, no, that's pretty accurate.
You're not wrong.
Sounds like whenever my mom stubbed her toe.
Wow,
Real bad.
Mm.
a little over dramatic for like kind of a big reaction for such a small everyday thing, or not every day, but you know, frequently. Anyway, I'm kind of grossed out by this. You just keep that hat on, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Guys, I don't know where are we and why is this like this? You know?
I don't know.
There's no place like
I've
home.
checked
There's
them.
no place like home. There's no place like home.
She Olive looks at the mirror and is like, did that work? Shit.
I
we
want
not
to
believe
close that
on him?
door. This room is no good.
As she's like closing that door, the lady with the tentacle arm is looking past you guys, looking at the bear, saying, "Is that my child?" As he slowly
I don't know, ma'am. Is it?
as the door closes.
The child says, "Mama."
Oh, I guess that really does sound like your mom. That's kind of crazy. that You picked that out. You're good, kid. You're gonna go far, especially as an orphan now. I think that's gonna really open you up to new.
No, we
adventuring
don't. We don't know about the exact fate of the other parent in question.
Oh, okay. That's a good point. I spoke out of turn. My bad.
We cannot leave this. We cannot leave this woman to this horror.
I mean,
We must either save her or end her suffering.
I guess. What was it that ripped her arm off?
It looked like a tentacle.
Got it.
Tentacled mass.
Okay.
That's not concerning or anything.
I'm gonna poke Gauze again. Do you know any of these tentacles?
Whoa, what are you talking about? I know plenty of tentacles.
Maybe you went to sort of eldritch horror school with some of them or something?
I've been to a few parties. Let me see. Goes through the door. Comes back through. Yeah, that looks pretty fucked up. Looks like some kind of curse or some shit. Definitely not our cup of tea.
I love that he's literally a fucking, like, a cursed elder god, like, warlock patron. And he's, like, traumatized.
Oh, I'm not saying traumatized. It's just kind of one of those things that like say you go to a restaurant, right? You're there, you know exactly what you want. You look over, okay? You see somebody and they have this abomination of a sandwich that they're eating. I'm talking they're using tomatoes as the slices. They have ketchup packets whole, not even opened up or anything like that. Some napkins in there. It just looks like whatever did that thing, they just threw everything together and called it a day. I like a little bit more structure in my chaos.
Your critique is mostly of the workmanship.
For the most part, yeah. That and there's just a lot of screaming.
Mm-hmm.
See, usually you like, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I have heard of plenty of gibbering mouthers. Those are lots of screams, but even that's tough.
Well, what should we do? It does seem like we've encountered the child's parent, and I'm worried if there might be some sort of liability if we saw them and then didn't give them their kid back.
Yeah. But I mean, maybe the other parents around here somewhere.
Excuse me, where is your husband?
You know, open the door again.
Mm-hmm.
You say, she's like, you open the door, and she's like, what is she says, I'm going the wrong way. She says, Tabitha, is that you? Is that my child?
I don't. Where is
Tabitha,
your?
don't answer that. That
Is
could
that
be
my
not,
mom?
it could be. It might not be your mom. So you should probably just err on the side of caution.
I
as it
knew
has
I
been-
heard her yell.
Yeah, okay, maybe, but it also could be something pretending to be your mom. So just like, ma'am, Tabitha's not going to talk to you yet. We
Like
got to
she-
confirm both identities first, okay?
Is she made out of chocolate?
Your mom?
I don't know.
Can I look at Tabitha's mom? Is Tabitha's mom made out of chocolate?
Definitely not. The blood.
I'm like peeking
Came
like
out.
around,
It's a liquid.
I'm peeking around legal department, being like, I'm so sorry, legal. I didn't mean to interrupt. I feel like kind of personally responsible for this child, being that I kind of unleashed the whole like, monsters thing. Not saying I did it, but I don't want to take like responsibility where I shouldn't. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, Tabitha, no, your mom's not, or I mean, this person's not made out of chocolate, so it's probably not your mom. Go ahead,
Tabitha,
legal.
Tabitha, I'm so sorry to interrupt, Lady Legal, but Tabitha, do you have a secret passphrase in your family so that to prove that you are who you say you are, or to like if a stranger picks you up from school, if
Are
they
you
say this one
chipped?
word? I'm sorry?
I was asking if she's chipped.
Oh, yes. Either are you
Um,
chipped or do you have a secret passphrase with your parent to prove the identity of who is collecting you?
Tabitha says, "You guys have chips? Are they chocolate chips?"
Do you eat real food? Come on now. Balanced diet, child. Jesus.
Have you ever found a house in the middle of your woods that is made of gingerbread and cake?
Oh, that'd be great. No. But I heard a couple friends they did a couple of days ago. They said they were going to check it out.
Oh,
I
dear.
gave them some bread so they could follow their way back home.
Lady Legal, the floor is yours.
Madam, I'm so sorry. This is a standard procedure. I just need to verify your identity. So you're going to have to tell me where the father of your child can be found.
You're talking to the woman with the tentacle arm now?
Yes, I am.
Can you fucking kill this tentacle thing before you start quizzing me on where my family is? And she points with her hand and her new tentacle arm. She's like, what the fuck? I can move it?
Congratulations on your new prosthetic. It looks great. Yes, I just need to know the information for the other parent. That's all.
She says, what do you need to know about the other parent? Do you know where Miguel is?
Legal scribbles down Miguel in her notepad. No, I'd need to find him. What other information can you give me?
Sorry. Says, I guess the only other information is that this thing's probably gonna tear off another one of my limbs. Is that enough
Hmm.
information? Is this?
I'm afraid that's not terribly many data points. Does Miguel have a surname?
Citer.
How do you spell that?
She starts saying, see, and then the thing starts going towards like one of her legs.
Oh, dear.
All of Embers is like, so are we just gonna watch this? What are we doing? Or we start blasting this thing? We waiting?
Well, okay. Let's take stock of this real quick, right? So this woman has a tentacle arm, right? And is that weird to us?
We just saw her get her arm torn off and a tentacle put back in there. Yes, it's weird.
Okay, but like, is that the tentacle's fault? Is that the woman's fault, or is that some other thing's fault? You know?
The big being of tentacles is just
Looming ominously in the background.
it starts reaching and then it just stops for a second. And then it looks and then it just
Can I
starts
get its attention?
it starts moving towards you guys.
Oh, beans.
I just want to talk to it. That's all.
I just want to talk.
I just want to have a polite, civil discussion with the tentacle being. It seems to want to eat flesh, right? Do we have like treats?
Doesn't seem like it wants to eat flesh.
Oh, I thought that's why it ripped
The
off
arm,
the lady's
the arm is just on the ground
Oh, it doesn't want to eat it. It just wants to dismember people.
and replace
play
it
with
with tentacles.
It's just bored.
It just wants enrichment.
It is making a tentacle. It is making a tentacle army. This cannot happen.
There, you look more, and there's another cage with about eight people in there. They're like, "Hey, can we say something about this? We also would not like to be tentacled."
Legal is gonna start like.
I'm gonna try and shoot an arrow at the main thing.
Oh no!
The main tentacle mass.
We could talk our way out of this. I don't think we have to resort to violence.
You see this.
I will give you chance to talk, but I fear action is needed. But I will hold my action.
No, please, Lady Smoke, as you will.
You see it. The arrow hits. Oh wait, do you shoot it or do you not shoot it?
Well, they were wanting to talk to it, so I was going to let them try first.
Okay. It goes to put out a tentacle out towards you guys.
Are we shaking hands? Are we being gentlemen and civil?
Do you reach your hand out to it?
Yeah, we're shaking hands, but
Can I vibe check the tentacle?
Yes.
How do I vibe check? What's our vibe check roll?
You can make a perception.
Okay.
You seem like it seems like they're putting their tentacle out to touch your hand.
I'm gonna mage hand, and I'm going to pretend like this is a friendly handshake that's happening, and reciprocate with the mage hand.
I have my arrow notched. I'm ready.
It gets the hand and then kind of wraps around it for a second and then just swats it away.
Aw.
So, no friends, or
It just thinking that you're just gonna just be messing with it with magic and stuff like that. It just starts moving back over towards the cages.
I think we should shoot it.
I think we do.
Yes, I'm going to shoot it.
Unfortunately.
Okay. You just Olive says, "Okay, that's all I had to hear," and she's like, "All right, on 3."
Just kidding. Can we all just shoot
Points
it
finger guns.
simultaneously?
Yeah, I'm ready to.
Is that
Okay.
allowed? Can we all do? Can we just all do a ranged attack
Big
at
attack,
once?
right?
It there's no need. You guys just start blasting it, and it like the tendrils. A bunch more tendrils come out, but you just start blasting away these tendrils, and it kind of just starts falling apart. The villagers are like, "Oh yeah, save us!" And then at this point, guys, make wisdom. Everybody that's seeing this, make a wisdom saving throw.
Ominous.
Edie, what did you do?
Hell yeah, Dee.
Okay. I have a narrative reason for failing this, okay, besides just a
Okay.
shitty digital dice roll. Dee Dee has the Haunted One background. And so I have hold up. Hang on. What is it? There it is. Harrowing event. Prior to becoming an adventurer, your path in life was defined by one dark moment, one fateful decision, or one tragedy. Well, now I have another dark moment. So, joke's on you guys.
As you see, this tentacly mass starts like shriveling up, like some of the tentacles just start falling apart. You do see this withered, deformed female elf torso in the center, curled in a fetal position, with thousands more like tiny little tendrils and tendril stumps emanating.
Can we burn that, please?
Is that
Someone-
Miguel?
Yeah, I'm gonna burn it.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, did we lose Dan? Did Dan freeze?
Oh no, I think Dan done froze.
Dan done froze.
Dan done froze. Oh no. Will, you have to be the DM now.
We
I'm
win.
the DM now. Woo!
Crystal's the DM! Let's
I
go,
am the
Crystal.
captain now. Yes.
Let's go, Crystal.
Where's my hat?
They
Tell me
all
what's
die and we win.
We get a free
I'm
level
ready.
up now. Yes! I'm so happy.
What are we doing first? I'm not prepared.
You're the captain now. You get to choose.
Oh no!
No DM is ever prepared.
Heavy weighs the captain's hat.
Are any of these tentacles your friends? Amazing. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and calamari one.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna do.
All right.
And because
Tell
the
us what
DM's
you
not
think.
here, I've decided that it works and it's delicious.
Oh, perfect.
Yes.
Oh, can we all sit around the campfire of this shriveled elf corpse and eat calamari and share backstories?
yes. You do that.
We do that. It's a bonding moment.
I am drunk with power.
I'm so happy for you, Crystal.
I have no permissions in Roll20. This is a purely ceremonial position. I hereby declare that birds are real in this universe.
Ah, beans. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, that's final.
Okay. I will respect that. What's your second decree?
Shit.
Now you got to think about it.
Yeah, now, yeah. How many decrees do I get?
As many as you want until Dan comes back. Oh no! Hurry! Make more.
Welcome back! Dan, roll for initiative.
Oh, Crystal, I love you.
So, like I was saying before, my internet rudely cut me off. Wait, did you catch the last? What's the last part you guys catched?
We made calamari.
Elf
Calamari.
woman torso with a bunch of tentacles.
Okay, yes, that was pretty much it. Thousands of tendrils and tendril stumps emanating from her. Oliver was like, "We did it." Oh wait, also, on top of that, let's see.
Aww.
Dee Dee, you fall unconscious.
Nice.
Okay.
Mr. Gentleman, you attack the nearest person right next to you.
Oh, nice. Who is
In fear of what you just saw. That depends. I know we were all in the doorway shooting, so who do you want it to be?
Let's see. No Cuddles. No Taryn. I don't want to shoot Cuddlesworth. You know what? For funsies, I'm gonna shoot Cuddlesworth. Thank you for your sacrifice.
I feel like because he's so big, he's just the closest to everybody.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is a dirty 20 gonna hit you?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. You take 9 damage, and you can make a strength saving throw for me.
What's happening?
It's a 17 on that strength save.
You pass. You do not get pushed back 10 feet.
Okay.
Mr. Gentleman goes, oh! My good gods. I'm so sorry. Oh, Master Cuddlesworth, I'm so sorry. Your form frightened me so.
Meh, I get that sometimes. I'm pretty
It
scary,
reminded
honestly.
me of the dark.
You see, Olive look at Dee Dee pass out, and Olive's like, "Is he okay?" And it's just slapping him. Oh, Dee Dee, hello, wake up.
I believe he will waken with a kiss.
All right, Cuddlesworth, you're up, and just.
Lisa's a true wingman. Let's go.
She's like, all right, he'll wake up soon. Ties him as a baby Birkin on her front. She's like, okay, I guess we save these people now.
Are the tentacles on the floor gone? Are
They're
they
just
all
like-
emanating from that central thing?
They're just shriveling up at this point.
Okay. I'm going in.
Right behind
Best of
you.
luck.
I'm going to the cages. Start getting people out of here.
They're like, where are we? What's going on? You see some people. There's a few regular people. you also just see everybody else pretty much too, in terms of you see like some kobolds, some like dog people. You see a some like a tree sprite. You just see about just a random assortment of villagers. Um, and do you go open all the cages or just the big
Yep.
cage? Okay.
Nobody deserves this.
She says, "Where's my child?" Goes over and she's like, "Oh my god, a bear!" Freaks out about Cuddlesworth.
That's where the child got it, you know. Ah, a bear! Ah!
Anxiety is passed down through the mother.
She's like, "Mom!" Takes off the hat. She's like, "I'm being abducted."
Jeez.
You've been rescued, child.
Yes, I'm rescued. She's like, "Oh, thank you." She like comes. She's like, "You got a tentacle arm now, Mom. That's cool." She's like, "It's fine. We're okay." She looks at everybody. She's like, "How do we get out of here? Have you seen my son, my husband?"
No, not yet. We're still looking.
What do we do?
I don't know what you do. How did you get here?
We had heard that our kids had went missing. Well, not heard. We knew our kids went missing. We went to go look for them, and then next thing we know, we're here.
They went missing.
Yes, in our village.
Is this a frequent thing?
For kids to go missing? I mean, no, not in our village. We rarely get any visitors. We had heard that there was going to be some sort of carnival or something like that, but we're not very much carnival goers.
Pardon the
I think
interruption.
this room is safe now. If you want to stay here, and we will forge ahead and try to find the others and come back.
The tentacle room or this other room that you guys just came from?
Probably either. Honestly.
Okay, fair enough.
And then when it's safe, we will come lead you out. Yes?
Okay.
And pray tell, where is your village exactly? The name or general location?
It is. Let me see. They say that it is. Where is it? What is this one? Right.
They say, hold on, let me pull out my notebook and check.
She says, well, it's Pythium.
And where is that, DM?
Make a history check.
The thing I'm bad at?
Mm-hmm.
5.
I'm gonna say with you being a pretty. How long have you been in Figmont? I mean, you've been there for a bit, enough to wreck some debt.
For like 20-ish years, probably.
Yes. So, having been there for 20-ish years, you have heard rumors of the essential ghost town of Pythium, in this kind of unofficial ward of Figmont.
Mm-hmm.
it's practically a ghost town now because some bad shit, a lot of different bad shit went down all at the same time, and then people were like, "Yep, this place is cursed," and they all just kind of left. It's
How-
essentially a ward that's like it was built underground, and so there is like kind of like a little forest and things like that under there too. But I mean, they don't have any trees. I mean, they don't have any leaves. They're just kind of dead. But at the same time, they're like, it's cheap living down here. But yeah. Also, this was like the Blink doesn't really have time, like in terms of like a measurement of time. But this was long before you were born.
This is like my parents telling me if I don't eat all my vegetables, then they're
This
going to
is-
send me here.
This was like, no, like your grandparents saying how they had heard when they were kids about this story.
Mm. And faithful villagers, what? How long has it been since you've been here? Do you know?
One of them's like, a few days. Why?
Oh, just
Have
wondering.
people been looking for us?
I don't know. I'm trying to find out if there's any kind of like time dilation fuckery afoot. Who is the current mayor?
Mayor.
President? King? Monarch? Queen? Dignitary?
I mean, it's this the Tsar family would be for the most part. That's why we kind of live in Pythium because we want to stay out of his rule.
Yes, of course, of
Fuck
course.
the Tsars.
Yes, fuck the SARS. Not literally, figuratively, of course.
Figuratively, of course.
Yes, of course. Okay, perfect. Thank you. I appreciate your time. If you ever find yourself in Figmont and you're looking for a finishing school, please keep in mind of Mr. Gentleman's school of whatever the fuck I called it before.
What do you mean schools?
That's all I need to know. Thank you.
They're like, okay, we'll just stay here until you tell us it's okay.
I love that for you.
One of the villagers is like, hey, what's that? And starts walking towards that harp. He's like, is that a harp? I can play it.
Yeah, go for it.
He walks over to it. Olive notices her right at the last second. She's like, wait, no, don't touch. He strings it. He almost plays what it sounds like to us as like Stairway to Heaven.
Nice.
And then he right before he hits the next note, his head twitches a little bit as he takes psychic damage and just falls over dead.
Awesome.
That everybody shouts. They're like, "What the fuck is that?" Olive's like, "I knew it. I called it." And she just like shoots her finger gun at the thing, just makes it fall over on the ground.
Well, how are we to know that if you shoot it or harm it in any way, it wasn't going to just kill us?
Well, you can do that from far away. You shoot something, and it's less likely to hurt you.
I don't quite follow your logic with that, but I will allow it to slide.
Okay.
Oh my God. What is happening right now?
Smoke, are you okay? Are you okay? Is it the sword? Is the sword doing something to you?
What? I'm sorry.
I was, as all of Embers, I was taking that as you saying, "What is happening right now?" It's like, you okay?
I believe we need to find our way out of here and get these people out of here. Yeah?
Yeah.
Agreement.
Yes. She's like, okay, let's just go into the next room.
Yes.
You guys don't touch anything. Telling the remaining 9 villagers. She's like, okay, where to next?
Wasn't there a room right across the tentacle room? Was that another door?
There was another door. There's a door to the left and the door straight.
Anybody got a preference? To the left.
Okay. So, going to the left, you see let me pull it up. You see darkness extending in every direction. The only light source is a beam of light illuminating a corner of the room. Humor and hate clash in your head as a stench of dry, barren rot fills the stone room. Several crates lie stacked in a corner. Glass jars rest on top of them. A man laughs in the distance. The same man weeps. As you see this very Frankenstein's monster-esque guy, all stitched together, has nails going from his top of his head all the way down his spine. Just everything stapled on, as he has chains coming out of his hands, and he's pulling a screaming guy, like the spectral spirit, out of the laughing guy. And you see this other guy just sitting down patiently in between you guys and the skull guys, and he looks over to you guys. He's like, hey, you guys, get in line, I'm next. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
How did you come up with this, Dan? You're twisted. Oh my god.
We're in the throes of the scary stuff for Halloween, even though it's almost 2 months. It's December. All right, so yes, let's go around and tell people where they can find y'all.
I'll go first. It's me.
Okay.
I'll do it. Hi, everyone. I'm Connor. I've been playing Didi, the Foodian Artillerist Artificer, and you can find me here on Halfling Wizard doing some shows. You can also find me on Vibe Tribe doing some shows, which is the affiliate channel, so feel free. I keep saying affiliate. I don't actually know if that's the right word, but nobody's corrected me yet, so it is because of that. Anyway, subscribe to both channels, and you can watch me do all the things with some of these people who are also doing some of these things at the same time. But I'll let them talk about those things that are happening at that time. Yeah.
Okay, Crystal.
Hi, everybody. I'm Crystal. I was playing as the legal department and then very briefly as the DM, but then as the legal department again. And you can find me right here, or you can find me in that weird gap between the oven and the countertop, but mostly here.
That's a scary place.
That's
It
a good
is.
place.
Lisa.
Hey, I'm Lisa, D&D Winterwolf on TikTok and Discord. You can find me on Halfling Wizards channel every Monday night, either playing Wind Riders of Aria or Origins of Orlea. We will be back on the 9th for Origins. Of course, here every other Wednesday for the Liminal Blink. And may I point out that our next session will actually fall on New Year's Day, so you need to look at that, Dan.
Yeah, we'll probably do it on the 8th.
And every other Friday, you can find me on Celtic Wyvern King's channel for our Stargate campaign. And we have a wonderful, fun crossover coming up in the beginning of January. Date, we got it down to 2 dates, I think. Either the 3rd or the 6th, I think is what we're looking at. But it's going to be a charity stream, a crossover between Stargate and Orlea Origins. And it's going to be so much fun, and it will be for charity. And hopefully Taryn will be able to join us for that. A lot of fun. And I have a blast with this game. I love this. I love this group.
Me
Just
too.
saying.
Fan.
Y'all rock.
Shucks. It's a team effort. You all rock.
Hi, I'm Finn. I've been playing as Mr. Gentleman. You can catch me on our affiliate channel, Vibe Tribe Productions, every other Sunday, where I DM Between the Pros, which is a 5e adventure hopping through different fairy tales. You can also find me every other Monday on Gaia Chronicles, where I play Penny Land, who is a half-elf summoner. And otherwise, you can find me at my day job giving incorrect bird facts to the unsuspecting masses.
Yeah. I was gonna make a hooked horror joke there, but I couldn't. It didn't land. It didn't fly. Kind of like hooked horrors. And I'm Dan Sebastian. I played everybody else, both Tentacle Monster and Little Kid. But yeah, you can also find me every other Sunday on Between the Pros as Goliath Barbarian Wardow, and every other Monday on the affiliate channel for Gaia Chronicles. And then also this Thursday, we're going to do one shot where I'm going to play a character named Stephen J. Sorkin in a Jurassic Park kind of spin-off of Aliens tabletop RPG. So that's going to be fun. And that's going to be DM'd by, I believe, Celtic Warrior. Yeah, Celtic Wyvern King.
Celtic Wyvern King.
Celtic Wyvern King, yes. So thank you all for joining us tonight at the Liminal Blink here on the Halfling Wizard production channel. Of course, Kevin MacLeod did all the spooky things and more spooky music to come. So check him out if you want to add some little funness to your games. Also, like we said, check out all the things that we're doing. As also go check out the schedule for more fun things as well. If you enjoyed what you saw here and would like to know more, please give us a follow. And of course, if you enjoy the content, check out our merch store because we're always making some fun things. So yeah, all the links are located on the main page. Thank you all for joining us. And until next time, don't blink or you'll miss us.
Thanks for joining us for this Halfling Wizard production. Make sure to come back again soon to see what happens next, right here where adventure comes to life.